Well, I'd say investment in wildlife is very modest. It's an area that hasn't attracted a lot of resources over the years. For example, our convention does not have a financial mechanism, so there is no pot of money we can draw upon to assist countries. We have a very small secretariat of just 22 people, and we're here managing a meeting of over 3,000 people with 183 parties, 182 countries in the European Union. So it's basically speaking an underfunded area, and I think you'd find that at national level as well. Wildlife agencies are not the best funded agencies around. We are seeing some shifts. What we've seen in relation to wildlife trade, in particular combating the illegal wildlife trade, where we've experienced a surge over recent years, there is a redirection of some resources there. The Global Environment Facility, for the first time in its history, is investing in some of these issues. They're now putting 131 million into it. Previously they were putting zero into it. And we're seeing philanthropists and we're seeing governments through bilateral and multilateral measures starting to throw more resources into dealing with wildlife issues, with a particular focus on combating the illegal wildlife trade. But if you think about the amount of money that is going into other areas, look at the billions that is going into combating or fighting climate change. Now that's good. We have to put a lot of effort and a lot of resources into that, but there are billions and billions going into that. And one of the reasons is that we project in decades ahead, it'll have a negative impact on biodiversity. Now, if we can't combat the illegal wildlife trade and overexploitation, that wildlife or that biodiversity is gone by the time climate change is going to have any impact. So what we're saying, why don't you just redirect one fraction of 1% of all the billions going to climate change, and you'll make a massive impact on how we're managing wildlife today, because we have to look at what's happening today, not just what's going to happen in a few decades' time. So we'd like to see a little bit of a redirection of some resources into the wildlife sector if we're really serious about protecting it.